everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. It is early Sunday morning right now. My time, it is 4 a.m. And I have a busy day ahead of me, but I was awake. I thought, down, and I'm going to play me some Legacy of the Ancients before my day really gets crazy. I mean, here in a few hours, I'm going to be leaving and going back out into the woods again, north of where I live. So, I'm going to be gone all day. The museum caretaker mentioned that a merchant in, I forget the name of the town, Big Rapids or something, was killed. Was it Grand Ledge? Yeah, maybe it was Grand Ledge. And also that the town of Lanesburg was sacked by pirates or forces from across the sea. So I kind of want to check that out really quick. I want to hit this town and Lanesburg. And I believe Lanesburg is somewhere north of the museum. North and west. I want to see what that looks like. But ultimately, my goal for this video is to travel back to the Pirate Islands. I'm going to buy a little food just so I got some extra. Travel back to the Pirate Islands and see if that merchant, that healing merchant, is the one that I'm thinking of that's supposed to sell me something, or I'm supposed to talk to him. I got the mark from the Guardian in the castle in the last episode, so I want to see what that's all about. Amethyst, cool. Now, I believe I'm in the last quarter of the game. I'm in the last 25% of the game. I think there's only one dungeon left, and that's the 4-jewel dungeon. I see it there in the museum. I'm going to see what this guy's got. Good bow and arrow. You know what? I'm going to buy another bow and arrow. I'm going to have an extra. You're short on gold. Oh, I am. Oh, that's because I bought a museum coin. That's okay. But yeah, I think there's only one real dungeon left. And I think it's a hard one. I'm kind of remembering that. Not really. I'm not 100%. What do I got for balance? Look at that. Woo! Gold went up. I'm going to take out a little bit. I'm going to take out 1,000 gold. No, I'm going to take out 800. Then I'm going to go back down here and buy a bow. Buy that bow. I want to have an extra bow. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at, I'm wandering, my mind is wandering, it's early. My coffee hasn't kicked in. I want to really make sure that I'm going to be stocked up really well on armor and weapons and things like that. Museum coin again. Topaz. I'm already down to 146 gold. I want to make sure I'm stocked up really well on things before I get too crazy and try to tackle that other dungeon. These prices aren't too bad. Mazelton, I can get the magic flame for, I think it was 18 or 19 gold. So that's where I tend to buy my gold or my magic at. Anyway, this must not be the town. I'm going to head up to Lanesburg really quick, and that place got sacked by enemy forces from across the sea. And I want to check that out. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee, but maybe I'll do this quick. And then, when I'm done with that, I'm going to head back to the Pirate Isle and see about that healer. See if that's the correct healer that's supposed to talk to. Excuse me. Here's my boat. So yeah, in order to tackle the last dungeon and I think there's a castle or something I have to attack to get the compendium back. I want to make sure that I'm maxed out. not maxed out, but pretty well stocked on spells and healing herbs and things like that. Now Lanesburg is north of here, if I remember correctly. We'll fight, collect a little gold. Fighting at this point of the game is pretty simple, and it gives you a bone dweller. I'll eat your food. Oh yeah, your body for food. And you get some good gold. Relatively easy. It's always good to have at least a couple hundred gold on hand in case you got to buy a coin or something. You never know. Lanesburg, that's it. Let's check it out while this is loading. Sippy sippy. Okay. Now, there's a trainer, there's a healer. This healer's gone. That must be one of the casualties. What's this guy? He's just a food seller, isn't he? But he's got guards up in here. I don't remember if there were guards there before. I'll buy a little more food. Got a lot of food. Armor. Good plated mail. That's better than the stuff I got, but that's okay. I got a couple pieces of plated mail. Great bow and arrow. So we're doing good. In fact, what do I got armed? I got a good bow and arrow. And for armor, I got fair plated mail. I'm okay. I could upgrade a little bit, but I don't have the money. So yeah, we're getting there. I think we're in the last 25% of the game. What's this dude's story? Is he a bank? He is a bank. Ooh, I took gold out, so now I'm down a little, but that's okay. That interest adds up quick. Anything over here? No. Alright. I'm going to head back to the museum. And we're going to use my topaz coin. I think I have a couple of them again. And we're going to go back to the Pirate Islands. And I'm almost 95% sure that that is the healer in that town of Eagle Hollow is who I need to talk to. Gold. I don't like to fight those slime things. They're hard to kill. What's your story? He only wants to fight? Another really cool thing, I mean, in the last video I held up that Raspberry Pi 400 that I ordered. I'm going to make a Amiga emulator out of it, a standalone Amiga emulator. Whoop, I accidentally walked away from those guys. But I also have, and I mentioned it in a previous video, I also have, I'll hold it up here. This came in the mail. I think I mentioned that I was going to buy this. It's a Legacy of the Ancients 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons game book. You know, it lays out how to play in the world of Tarmalon. Talks about the various, locations and things like that, and how to set up a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Now, I've never played tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, so I guess I'm not really familiar with that. But I play a lot of the Dungeons and Dragons games over the years on the computer, going all the way back to Pools of Radiance on the Commodore 128 64 that I had as a kid. I think that was the first Dungeons and Dragons game that I played, and it was a lot of fun. Exhibit closed. Well, there you go. So yeah, I'm familiar with Dungeons and Dragons from, computer role-playing game perspective, but I'm not familiar with the tabletop game. Anyway, I bought it because I love this game and I wanted to check it out, and I'm gonna probably do a little review or something on that here in the near future, sometime while I'm wrapping up this walkthrough of this game as we play it. Do you want to? No. It's gonna read it anyway. Yes, I do. And while that's going on, I'm gonna have some coffee. Ooh, coffee. I love my coffee. Okay. There we go. Oh no, on a creature. I can't travel on that. So let's go hold. Climbing gear. Now I can. What is that? A mine ghoul? Oh, I missed. Missed again. Get a little gold out of them. I have no idea what is awaiting me here at this healer dude. I'm not even 100% sure that this is the guy I gotta talk to, but I bet you it is. Just because I remember his countertop is a little different from the other healers. So, I'm not 100% sure what this is about. We'll see if I'm correct. I believe he was over here. See, he's got a little bit different. It's a blue, it's not purpley. I thought the other ones were kind of purpley. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, here we go. Yeah, welcome to our secret society. Oh boy. The Guardians of the Scroll are devoted to keeping the compendium out of evil hands. We need your help. Well, I'm here to help you. There are 4 jewels at the bottom of a terrible dungeon. Only with these jewels can the compendium be stopped. Wow. Keep talking. I'm waiting. I'm still here, fella. You're not scaring me off. Okay. This ruby coin may let you in the dungeon to get the jewels. Good luck. Cool. So now I got a ruby coin. And that works on that one exhibit display in the museum. That, or is it there? There it is. Cool. That will bring me to that dungeon. So that's my next thing that I gotta do. The next thing I gotta do is I have to get prepared for that dungeon. And I'm gonna make sure I'm maxed out, of course, on the primary 2 spells. I got the bow and arrow now, so that's gonna help with some of the ranged attacks if the monsters are further away. So that's kind of a big deal. I really probably should get a bunch of healing herbs built up, because I don't remember that dungeon. I just remember that there was a tougher dungeon in this game, and that's probably the one that it is. And then after that, I think I get a diamond coin, and then that unlocks the Pegasus exhibit. And from there I can use the Pegasus to fly to the other island or continent. And then that's where the evil warlord in the fortress is, who has the compendium, and you gotta storm his fortress. That's tentatively what I remember at this point. And yeah, there you go. The caretaker wants to see me. Good. Hope he levels me up. because that would just be really neat. Get another level. Here we go. Let's see what this old dude says. You have done well since I last saw you. By my power as caretaker, you are now level 6. Okay, is that it? Let's talk to you again. Don't tell me you're closed. You must do more before I can help you again. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, there we have it. Now, let's take a look at what I got going for me here. Level 6. My intelligence is not that great. I kind of want to get it a little higher. Maybe I'll have less fizzles. If I can get that up to 30, I'd be feeling pretty good. So I might, on one of the preparations for this next dungeon that I'm going to have to do, boy, I need to shave. I need to, I want to get my intelligence up a little bit. So that means playing Stones of Wisdom. And of course, I want to up my spells a little bit. I'm not doing too bad. But I also want to get a buttload of healing herbs. I want to get more healing herbs. I'm not even sure what I can have. What's the max amount of healing herbs I can have? But I want to get as many as I can, or at least a bunch more. I haven't used a lot of them in the dungeons so far, but I want to make sure that I do have enough. So there we are. That's where we're at. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get myself ready to play some Stones of Wisdom. I'm gonna stand over here away from that noisy, loud display buzzing. And I'm going to call it a video. Not a very long one this time. I'm going to probably jump in on the next one, and the next one might be a quick video too, because I'm probably going to play Stones of Wisdom. In fact, I will. I'm going to leave the museum, go get some more gold at the bank, because I gotta have, every time I play Stones of Wisdom, it costs me 50 gold. So I want to make sure I got enough to really push my intelligence up. I want to get it close to 30. So that's going to be my next video. I'm just giving you a heads up what it's going to be. It might be a boring one. It'll be a mini game Stones of Wisdom video. Me trying to beef up my intelligence for my character. And then after that, I'm going to go and get the supplies I need for that next dungeon. And we're going to run that dungeon. In fact, I might combine the next video with doing the Stones of Wisdom and preparing buying stuff for that next dungeon, and then the video after that will be the dungeon. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.